Bantan be careful with his first soldier. Him said world without end mean nation. It go back to nation. Mean the Israelite nation. Hey, I disappointed greatly in Brother Ephil because him is a brother on YouTube now going to embarrass himself to disrespect, going to open himself to a whole bag of disrespect. Ephil problem is interpreting these people record in foolish interpretation going to cause him a problem, you understand? And he should really try and do better. Bantan, this man packing up with a series of library. You see, it's one thing for quote the text and the next thing for interpret it. Because the older we could quote Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts, Romans, Ephesians, Galatians, we could do that all day, all year. You understand? But where the problem come from is when you got interpret the people record. That's where him and the rest of the demon organization that him from continue doing and spreading confusion amongst the earth. You understand? So amongst people on this earth. So there's the problem there. Bantan, this boy lying to you.
So Brakate Yahweh, Brakate Yahushai, Brakate Yahweh, Brakate Yahushai, Brakate Yahweh, Brakate Yahushai. First and foremost, we want to give our praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders who rule well a great stone, and a blessed sanitation to the Akiams and the folk on the earth, pushing the gospel in sincerity and truth. Say Shalom. I just want to do a little commentary after this voice note. You know, it's some jigs I grew up with, you know, back in South America, which is part of Guyana, you know, showing them the light, you know, but they reject knowledge, right? So I paraphrase, which is Isaiah, right? Isaiah, because one of them is a Christian, and he's saying, you know the favorite scripture is John 3:16. And so I bring out this precept here, Isaiah 45:17. He said, but Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. He shall not be ashamed, nor confounded, world without end. So the world is the Israelite here, right? So I said this world is the Israelite world. You know, we're gonna rule forever, right? Perpetual rule, right? You understand? This war world is the word is olam.
Strong's H5769. Olam.
Right?
Olam,
right? It said forever, everlasting, perpetual, evermore, right? Long duration, you understand? Forever, everlasting, evermore, perpetual, old, ancient, right? So this is the Israelite world. We're gonna rule forever. You understand? Right? So the word worldly, right, is olam, which means a perpetual rulership, right? And the world is the Israelite, right? So they got three other meaning for the word world in Greek, which is cosmos, which means arrangement of stars, or the arrangement of the arrangement of stars, right? Oikomen, which means the inhabited earth, right? And ion or aeon, which means an age or a period of time, right? You understand? So this world without end is the Israelite world, right? Roughly paraphrasing 2nd Ezra 6 and 9, Esau is the end of the world. Esau is the progenitor of the so-called white race. The end of his time of rulership, the end of his age, right? And Jacob is the beginning of it that follow. So Jacob is the world that can rule, right? Without end, right? You understand? So let me just go into this. This is online etymology dictionary, right? And it says world, Old English, world, human existence, the affair of life, also a long period of time, which is aeon, right? It says also the human race, mankind, humanity. You understand? So human race go back to one nation, right? The scripture tell you that there is more than one worlds, right? let me jump down to here. He said German world, German wealth, with a literal sense of age of man, mean a period of time that this world gonna rule. The world go back to nation, right? You understand? This really world means the world go back to nation. There is more than one world, right? Let me jump down to this one here, right? It's a Greek cosmos in its ecclesiastical sense of world of people. You understand? World of people. And when you go into this word ecclesiasticus, it means what? Church. And the Israelite is the church. Sense of world of people. You understand? So the world go back to one nation, right? Let me get as I just paraphrase it, let me get it. Right? Hebrews 1 and 2. Right? This is Hebrews chapter 1, verse 2. He said, and in these last days spoken unto us by his Son Yahushua, whom he had appointed heirs of all things in heaven and in earth, by whom also he made the worlds. There's more than one worlds. You understand? He made the worlds, right? Right? See the word there? Ion, right? Right?
Strong's G 165. Ion.
Ion,
Ion.
right? You understand? You see a period of time, age, right? This will mean a period of time or age, right? So that there's more than one world under the heaven, right? Just let me read this article right here, right? This is the English Oxford Living Dictionary, right? And this would say, hey, what is the origin of the word world? The ancient root of world mean age or life of man. You understand? Age or life of man. Look at this here, right? Look at this here. These are the different empire that rule. Right now we in the what? We in the iron and clay, which is a divided kingdom, which is the Edomite kingdom. Right? We in the 10 toes, right? And this is the dream that King Nebuchadnezzar had, right? In the book of Daniel, when the prophet Daniel break it down. Right? He said golden age. I mean what? A period of time that this kingdom ruled, this world, which is the Babylonian, right? Which is the Babylonian world, right? You understand? Which is a people. The Babylonian is a people, is a race of people, is a nation, is a world. You understand? The Babylonian, the great, the lion, the Chaldees dynasty, 634 to 562 BC, King Nebuchadnezzar II. Then you have the Silver Age, right? The Achaemenid Empire. This is a people that rule, a world that rule for a period of time, aeon, the age, right? A period of time. You understand? The rule in this age, which is they call the Silver Age, right? The bear, the Mede, and the Persian from 550 to 330 BC, King Cyrus the Great. The Bronze Age, the Greco-Macedonian, the Leopard, Hellenistic era from 336 to 323 BC to 168 BC, Alexander the Great, right? So these are different world that rule, right? Which these are the Edomite world, right? This is the Mede and the Persian rulership, which is the Japhet and the today we call Elam, which is East Indian, right? This is what there was their rulership. They had a giant rulership, right? They come together. That's why they call the Achaemenid Empire. They join together the Mede, which is Japhet, and the Persian, which is Elam, East Indian, right? And this is the Greco, Macedonian. This is the so-called white man rulership. He rule. This is the Greek rulership. Is the so-called white man, right? And this is the Roman Empire again, which is the so-called white man, right? Which is the Iron Age. The Roman Empire. These are all these is Edomites, right? These is Edomites, right? He said the beast, the western and eastern, 44 BC to 476 AD, reign of the Caesar, right? And then you got the modern age, new Roman Empire, which is this kingdom, which is Babylon. 10 kingdoms, the European Union, New World Order. So we in the 10 tools, which is the divided kingdom, which is the Edomite world. That's why it say here in 2nd Ezra chapter 6 verse start from 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Isaac, Nusalake, Jacob, hand held forth the heel of Esau. You're going to find this account in Genesis 25, right? Around 25, 26 going down. Genesis 25, 26 going down, right? Genesis chapter 25, verse 25, 26, right? You'll find this record right here, right? Verse 9, for Esau is the end of the world. For Esau is the progenitor of the so-called white race. For Esau is the end of the world, end of his age, end of his rulership, right? Aeon, end of his period of time of ruling on the earth. You understand? So this world is the end gonna come, right? And Jacob is the beginning of it that follow. And Jacob, the Israelite, their world gonna be a war without end. And this we read in Isaiah 45 and 17. Jacob, which is the Israelite, their world gonna be a war without end. They're gonna rule perpetually. You understand? So the world represent nation or a race of people, right? This will represent. So when you go back into this here, right? It's the ancient root of world mean age or life of man. The first part is the same as war in the werewolf, sea wolf. It mean man. And the second part is related to old. The Anglo-Saxon first used world to mean human existence. You understand? It's a life on earth. Life on earth. There is 18 world under the heaven, right? We just read it in Hebrews 1 and 2. The worlds, right? It's a life on earth as opposed to the future of life in heaven or hell. America was first called the New World in 1555, and Europe, Asia, and Africa, the Old World, at the end of that century. You understand? So what represent nation, right? What represent nation? And it gave a breakdown here with this statue, right? With this statue, right? So a couple of precepts on close off, right? You understand? All right, you get a couple of precepts on close off, right? I want to show you something here, right? It said the word is aeon is a Greek word, right? And it means age, an age, era, a period of time to rule, right? Um, right? This is see an age, same thing, Greek aeon, right? So you gotta understand the meaning of words, right? This way you gotta understand. And to put them in the right context, you understand? All right. So the word in Greek there for is aeon, which means an age, and this where we was going into a different age, different period of time, different rulership, right? So we going, let me You get a couple of precepts and close out this lesson, right? So yeah, I paraphrase. So like I paraphrase um Isaiah 45 and 17. You know, the scarf. God didn't understand the scarf, right? This is John chapter 80 verse 20, right? And this is in Messiah, right? John chapter 18 verse 20, Yahweh shall answer him, I speak openly to the world, right? He speak openly to the world. I ever taught in the synagogue and in the temple, whether the Jews always resort, and in secret have I said nothing. So Yahweh shall speak openly to the world. Which was the world? The Jews, the Israelites, right? He taught in the synagogue. There was in the synagogue in the temple, and he taught them inside there. And he said, and in secret have he said nothing. He speak openly to the Israelite, which is the world, which is the nation. You understand? The Israelite nation, which is you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indian, right? He said, John 18 and 20, Yahweh shall answer him, I speak openly to the world. I ever taught in the synagogue and in the temple, whether the Jews always resort, and in secret have I said nothing, right? And these Jews go back to what Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, right? So there was the Israelites, right? Let me get this one in Mark 16, 15. Right, this is Mark chapter 16, verse 15. Right. So, and he said unto them, Go ye into all the world, right? Into all the world upon the earth. Right? There is more than one world on the earth. There is more than one world under the heavens. So he said, Go ye into all the world. Why? Because the Israelites were scattered in all the world. The Israelites were scattered among all these nations. The Israelites were scattered in all these countries. That's why Yahweh commanded his disciples to go into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. Right? Every creature means to the Israelites. Right? You understand? This gospel is only for the Israelites. Right? You understand? Creature come from the word creation. Right? You understand? So the Israelites were dwelling in among all these other nations because we were scattered. You understand? So all the world that dwell upon the earth, right? There's more than one world that dwell upon the earth, right? Let me get Revelation 3:10. This Revelation chapter 3 verse 10, right? Revelation chapter 3 verse 10. He said, Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. The hour of temptation is like a chip. You know, this economy gonna collapse and they're gonna shortage of food, right? They're not gonna no cash because the economy gonna collapse, the dollar gonna die, right? And they gonna got great starvation in the earth. In all these nations gonna have great starvation, right? He said, Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which is the microchip, the mark of the beast, which shall come upon all the world, which shall come upon all the world that dwell in the earth, all the nation that dwell upon the earth, right? To try them that dwell upon the earth. So all the world dwell upon the earth, mean the nation. Come on, man. This is plain, right? Read this again. Revelation 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which is the hour for the microchip, right? When these devil can come to try to chip the whole entire planet, right? It said, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. You understand? So this is where they're going into the world represent nation or a race of people, right? This is what they represent. You understand? A race of people, a nation of people. You understand? This will represent, right? And with that, hopeless lesson is edifying. I want to give our praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders who rule at a great millstone, and a blessed sanitation to the Akiums in the four and the earth to push in the gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom.